Good evening and welcome friends to Learner 171's channel. Let us start with discussion what we had on last Friday, which was for weekly analysis. We had a pretty clear discussion for whether it is a gap up or whether it's a gap down opening. That as long as Nifty stays above 18200 and tries to attempt, let me just open the weekly candle. Yes, this was the weekly candle. Let me just adjust the chart. Okay, you might see the closing was 18203, and though we didn't have a gap up opening, but this is also not a gap down opening. You may call it a proper flat opening, which was at 18201, right? And if we take it to the smaller days frame, on the days frame, you may notice that the Friday's closing and to the opening, you may see that it is not that big down or big up opening. It is a clear cut flat opening. It is a clear cut flat opening which, if taken on a smaller frame, can be observed. Let me just take it somewhere closer to 915, which at this level can be observed. And this first 5-minute candle has turned into a good green bullish candle, right? Such a big candle, which has shown that it has overtaken all the previous intraday resistances which the 5-minute candle faced in this downfall, the downfall that we had been discussing in the previous week, right? So this candle was a clear cut indication that we were going for the uptrend. यहाँ से हमें clear cut समझना था कि जो Friday का हमारा discussion था, on the Friday when we discussed that since 10:40 AM the trend has changed into the higher highs and higher lows. I have always spoken about higher highs and higher lows as well as lower highs and lower lows in my previous videos also. Also a detailed explanation was given into the weekly video. You may observe it. You may observe it in my you may check it in my previous weekly videos too. Alright, so coming back to the point now, what do we expect further from here? तो जैसे हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे हैं कि अगर हायर हाइज और हायर लोज मेंटेन किए गए हैं, अभी इसके बाद आज की क्लोजिंग पे, नाउ लेट्स से व्हाट इज द क्लोजिंग फॉर द डे. द क्लोजिंग फॉर द डे इज एट 18303, राइट? सो नाउ what if we open flat? Okay, now if we open flat and again if this high is broken, what is this high? This high is 18335. If we open flat and if this high is broken, I would consider the previous swing low. I would consider the previous swing low as stop loss for going long. Let me repeat. If we open flat and if this swing high is broken, I would consider previous swing low to book to take a long opportunity for all over the target of 100 points from here at somewhere around 18435 to 18450 as my first target for tomorrow's intraday, as long as this previous low is not broken. As long as this previous low, what is this swing low again? This swing low is 18 to 89 is not broken. Why am I considering this swing low as my SL? Because you may notice जब से हम लोग higher highs और higher lows का frame कर रहे हैं, तब से never ever has this previous swing low broken. There may be a probability it may get broken. If it gets broken, I'll get out of the trade, as easy as that. But as long as this low is not broken, I will continue with this trade for the intraday. Again, what if we open gap up? Or let's continue with the probability. If we open flat and start going down. Now if we open flat and start going down, then for the negative trend also, you may see there are so many multiple supports. For example, when we were in downtrend, let me just zoom in at this side. When we were in downtrend, whenever a pump used to come, that pump never used to break the higher low. It never used to break the higher low and again take the resistance and fall down. It never used to break the higher low, take the resistance, come down. So now when we are at higher lows and higher highs frame. So in this frame, as long as if we open flat, even if we come down, I would not go for any shorting or buying put opportunity. The reason, I think that any support may work and pump it up as long as not again any days candle attempts to close below this candle's low. What is this candle? 18178. It is also being flashed on the screen. It is 18178. जब तक 18178 के नीचे dates candle close नहीं होती, तब तक कल के सिनेरियो के लिए आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन पुट और फॉर एनी शॉर्टिंग अपॉर्चुनिटी. सो इफ वी ओपन फ्लैट, गो अप, आई विल गो फॉर लॉन्ग. आई हैव ऑलरेडी स्पोकन अबाउट द एसएल. If we open flat, we go down. I am not interested in buying put or shorting. What now if we open gap down? If we open gap down and again with gap down, if the price action shows any positive candle being formed on support, what is an example of positive candle being formed at support? Any bullish green candle like this small green candle which is forming a support and not breaking the low, again making higher highs and higher lows. See, you may notice this, higher highs, the low is also higher. The higher highs, the low is also higher from the previous low. If we open gap down and there is a positive candle जिसका low नहीं break हो रहा, then I may again enter for a bullish trade. Okay. And what if we open gap up? What if we open gap up and if we open gap up, then again I'll wait for price action. I'll at least wait for 30 minutes, see what is the price action. If on the gap up, if the price action is being negative the way it happened here, which was this day, it was Thursday, यहाँ पे gap up खुलने के बाद there was a negative price action which took the candle, which took the price action of this candle on 5 minutes frame closer to the previous closing and also broke it. That was the reason in gap up shorting was thought. But as I've already explained, I'm not thinking of shorting opportunity for tomorrow. So even if we open gap up tomorrow and we may see, if we see any negative price action, I'll just not take a trade then for tomorrow. My bias tomorrow, just because of the price action here, it's stuck towards taking a long. Only if again a price action with opportunity for my scenario through the setup is only for flat opening. With gap up, I'll wait for half an hour. If there is gap down, I won't take a trade. Gap up, I'll wait for half an hour and see what is the price action. And with flat opening, I've already explained what we'll do. So that is the overall summary for this video. Thank you for watching it. See you in the next video.